Run of the day, 3 miles, proof right here, and that makes it a 51-mile week. And before the run, also got in a deadlifting session as well. Ended up doing 315 3x3, and I'll probably stick with 315 3x3 for a few weeks. And I really just want to tighten up my core, tighten up my form, and make sure that I am bracing correctly. And I feel like today's 315 3x3 was a lot cleaner than last week's 315 3x3, though now that I'm tightening up my core, I'm just not connecting everything else. And as you can tell by the sets and reps that I threw up on some of them, I am tightening up my core, though when I pull, my hips shoot up first and then I pull, so it's two separate motions. And on some of the other reps, I am pulling in one motion, but I'm not tightening my core. So I just need to tighten up everything and put everything together, so it is a work in progress. So that's why I am working with a little bit lighter weight, 315 3x3, until I can connect everything together. Let's get to some questions. First question comes from Running for My Best Life with a two-part question. Part 1, in regards to me shooting my YouTube videos, on average, how often do I have to retake a shot? Usually it takes me anywhere from 2 to 5 tries to really get the shot that I want. And part 2 of his question, which is the hardest part to take? The hardest part to film in my daily vlogs would have to be the last portion of my vlog, where I share a topic and what's on my mind, just because I really don't want to edit too much, and those clips tend to be a little longer as well. Miles B. Running asks, who is your favorite character in the Umbrella Academy? My favorite character in the Umbrella Academy is number 5. Strides and Summits with a two-part question. Part 1, what software are you using to edit your videos? Right now, I am using Final Cut Pro to edit all my videos. And part 2 of his question, how many hours per day do you spend on YouTube? On average, right now, I spend about 4 to 5 hours every single day doing YouTube activities. That means filming, editing, descriptions, thumbnails, answering comments, and anything else YouTube related. Run with Brad asks, mountains or the beach? I would 100% have to say mountains. I'm really just not a beach type of person. And the funny thing is, I lived in San Diego, California for about 9 years or so, and I always hated going to the beach. There's just something about sand that I don't really like. I don't like the feeling of stepping in sand. I don't like the feeling of sand between my toes, in my socks, in my shoes, in my car, on any part of my skin. If I have sand touching any part of me, I just feel dirty. And when we went to Hawaii and we went to the beach, and here's a picture, I actually wore running shoes on the beach because I'm really not prepared ever, because again, I don't really like the beach. Ryan asks, what is your best 1 mile time and when did you run it? My best 1 mile time ever is 5 minutes and 30 seconds. And in previous vlogs, I know I said I ran it my freshman year of high school, but I looked at the records and I actually ran it my sophomore year of high school. I was able to Google my name and pull up my cross country and track records. So I'm gonna throw a screenshot of my track all-time records up here, and then my cross country records up here. As you can see, 5:30 my sophomore year, and also for my 5K time, my fastest ever, 22:50, and then all of my other times as well, and I'm not very fast. So as many of you may know, I am really into streaks. There's just something about a good long streak that if I keep putting in the work to continue the streak, it makes it easier to stay on the streak so that I can continue putting in work towards that goal. And currently right now, I am on 3 active streaks. The first streak is daily YouTube videos, and this started this year, March 16th. So as of today, it makes it the 154th day in a row that I produce at least one YouTube video. And the only day that I skipped is Blackout Tuesday. And the next 2 streaks were on the same day. March 29th, it is no alcohol and running. With the no alcohol, it is absolutely no booze, no hard liquor, no beer, no non-alcoholic beer, absolutely nothing. And with the running streak, it's running at least 1 mile a day. A lot of the days I run a lot more than that, but it's running at least 1 mile a day. So with that, with the running and no alcohol, as of today, it's 141 days in a row. And the reason why I started each of these streaks, with my YouTube streak, I wanted to give a real effort. So that's why I decided to publish at least one YouTube video every single day for a year, because I feel that if I stick to daily videos, I will learn so much along the way, and everything else will fall in line in terms of YouTube. For my running streak, I was inspired by my friend JC. Right now, he is on day 1200 or somewhere in that range, and I just thought it would be, one, really cool, but two, just a show of discipline, and three, for my alcohol streak, the reason why is because I wanted to be more productive. And with drinking, it's not like if I drink, I can't be productive. I am by no means an alcoholic. I'm far from it. Though college events may be a different story. I think back then, it was just really normalized. Everyone was doing it. And it was just very common to see people drink 2 to 3 days per week. Though I realize now that it was definitely not normal. And nowadays, I have the worst hangovers. If I have more than, say, 2 to 3 drinks, it'll affect me the next day. And the more drinks that I have past that, it'll start bleeding into 2 days from when I drank. And I'm just not okay with that because productivity is very important to me right now. And for me personally, when I think about a goal, when I'm making a plan to put in work towards that goal, I like to look at streaks as a tool to help me get to that goal. And it doesn't even necessarily need to be daily streaks. It can be weekly streaks, it can be monthly streaks, whatever it is, whatever time frame that you decide to put in place for that streak. Stick with that, because the important thing is the consistency. If you are consistently putting in work and staying on the streak, you'll eventually get to your goals. And when I first started on these streaks, honestly, it was a challenge to stick with them, just because when I was on like day 7, day 9, and I was busy, I was tired, I didn't want to go on a run, I didn't want to record, whatever it was, whatever excuse I made, I was always, well, I mean, I'm only on day 7 or day 9, like who cares, I can just start over in a few days and it'll give me the break that I needed. But at that point, I didn't even need a break because my streak wasn't long enough for me to actually need a break. And I just kept putting into work, though I tried not to think about it too far in advance and really just take it day by day. And at about day 30, I was like, whoa, I am 30 days in on this streak. I am definitely not breaking this streak. And the more days that I added past day 30, it really just solidified in my mind that I really don't want to break that streak. Also, when I first started these streaks, these things seemed like chores, but you know what they say, it takes about 66 days for you to continuously do something for it to become a habit. And with these streaks, they're way past 66 days, and they've just become a part of my daily workflow, my daily cadence, and my daily life. If I don't do these things, it actually feels a little weird. So thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed that video. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you have any additional comments for me, please let me know down below. If you would like to be featured in video form to ask me a question in my daily vlogs, please send that video clip to lifewithvincent@gmail.com. If you want to catch another one of my videos, there's a video right here. There's a video right here. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button right here. See you all tomorrow.